Hey y'all, I'm Michelle. I live in Texas. I just thought it'd be a good, I wanted to document my journey with tibula tendon tear. I didn't want to do a Facebook Live because I get tired of people. Oh, hi, Susan. Oh, hi, Gabrielle. Oh, we're going to wait a few more minutes while I talk. And oh, wait, hi, Susie. Again, so I can stop and talk and forget all that mess. Anyway, I'm from Texas. I'm 48. My surgery is next week, which I will be 49 because my birthday's the day before. Like I said, I'm from Texas, around Houston. So if you don't like the accent, you might as well just go ahead and click that little button and move to your next video because I can't do anything about the accent. So, hey, stuck with it. Don't mind. Anyway, I just wanted to document and journey. The end of May of last year, this is January, the end of May of last year, I was helping a lady carry some stuff from her apartment, which was upstairs, and my tendon had already been sore. Her stuff weighed probably 50 pounds, really probably 30 or 40, but 50 sounds better. So must have weighed about 50 pounds. She had like a little oxygen container, and then she had like a cooler. Anyway, I carried all that down for her because obviously she's on oxygen and couldn't do it. So when I get to the bottom, I did stairs really well. You know how I live in the country, so we don't have sidewalks and all that stuff. But you know how you have to step down from the little patio thing into the sidewalk? Well, guess what? The way I landed, my heel was still on that top step, and the ball of my foot was on the sidewalk. So it hurt pretty bad. I had to stand on it after that, and by the time I got home, I felt like it was sprained or something. It wasn't really swollen and red and all that like a sprain, but it felt like it. It hurt. I iced it. The next few days, hold on, sorry. The next few days, I iced it. Finally, about the middle of July, my friend says, well, don't you think you need to go to the doctor? It's not getting better. And she said, things could be messed up in there. So I'm like, okay. Well, went to the doctor toward the end of July. And by the beginning of August, I already had an MRI done, and yes, it's torn, lateral, around the ankle, blah, blah, blah. Tried therapy, the boot, brace. They gave me like 4 rounds of steroid packs in 3 months, and yeah, that wasn't fun. Anyway, I have all the symptoms, Okay, here's the foot shot. The posterior tibial tendon runs here, runs across, here's the ankle, runs here underneath the ankle bone, up here, and then starts to go here in the middle, and is connected to that muscle that goes in the middle of your calf. My tear in the MRI is here, around this ankle bone, all of this. But remember, my MRI was in August, but since then I have pain up here a lot, so I'm not sure if it's tore more or if it's just angry because it's doing all the little extra work. But here's top views. See how flat that arch is? It had, by the time I went to the doctor, it had already fallen. When I walk, and I say that because when I'd walk on the floor, I knew it was falling, because it would make a suction sound and suction to the floor. So anytime I entered the living room, kitchen area, my family knew I was coming because of the suction. Very odd sounding, very annoying. So I'll be glad when that's fixed. So what they're going to do to fix that, they're going to go in here and repair it with the flexor tendon. That's going to help support it. When a tendon is broken, tendon is kind of fibers and they're all in this little tube. Well, the fibers, when they're a lateral tear, like mine is, it's not across this way, it's like this way. What happens is it's folded, well, it flattens up open like this. So he's going to fold it back over, sew it back up, stick them back in that little tube, and then he's going to cut and put all that back in there. Going to take the flexor tendon, which is connected to the bone, cut that away from the bone. They're going to drill a hole in this bone right here. They're going to drill a hole in this bone, run that tendon through there, kind of tie it off, and that's going to help hold this tendon that he is fixed. I will show y'all leg shots later. Foot, not leg. Y'all want to see my leg. Anyway, I will show you that later, like when he unwraps it. You know, I'll show you all that gross stuff for those that want to. If not, then you better not watch the next video or so. Anyway, that is what it looks like. See, it doesn't look that bad. I have to hold it. You know, your flexor tendon and the posterior tibial tendon, it pulls your foot up this way. It causes it to do that. Of course, it doesn't hurt like this if I'm using my hand, of course. But if I was to try to pull that up, yeah, all of this right here would be screaming at me pretty bad. So we don't do that. My foot has learned to adapt to not be moving it that way. Very painful process, but it learned. Hi y'all, we're in my living room. I took my glasses off because, see, that's pretty annoying, so I just took them off. In most of these videos, you'll see I don't wear makeup, although this is leftover mascara. I have permanent eyeliner and eyebrows, so you'll see my eyes and they'll be outlined by eyebrows. I don't care much makeup. I wear it once a week, church, that's usually about it, special occasions. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I just want to give you a few pointers of what I'm going to do and what I have done in preparation of surgery. Here's the first one I've done. I've been working on for a couple weeks. Okay, so this is my freezer. I am doing keto, so I made sure that I had... see, there's some lasagna, some sausage with rice. I do have some, it is marked if it's something that I can eat. I've marked on the front of each package, like this one is chicken, fajitas, there's tortillas, rice, and beans all in here. And then I give directions, which is to thaw it out and warm it up, because it's already cooked. There's another one that is cheeseburger casserole. There's 4 of us in a family, so we just cut that in 4 pieces, add a side to it. These are some casseroles. I did find a good thing with this. I found recipes. See how that is? I lined the 8x8 pan with tin foil, cooked my casserole in that. When it was done, I put it in the freezer to freeze it up a little bit. Then I took it out, wrapped it some more, and wrapped it with the saran wrap. So it's double wrapped, tinfoil saran. That helps it stay. Not that it's going to be there that long. Since I am doing keto, and I know people is going to be bringing stuff, food and stuff, I have my own stuff, like individual. This top thing is mine, that my kids can fix me real quick and easy, or if I need to, except for the homemade popsicle things. Those are pickle pops. My husband loves them. There you go. That's going to help out a lot. You know, like the rest of my family's not. And I have an air fryer, so there's lots of fries, that kind of a thing. This is the insole that my doctor prescribed probably about 7 years ago. You can get them at Academy. They're about $23 plus tax. You can see that's very hard plastic here. Here's the name of it. Benco. I also get them at Amazon. That's a lot easier. But I just wanted to show you that's what that looked like on my fellow flat foot friends. Boy, don't say that fast. Fellow fat. Okay, never mind. Anyway, you got the point. This is the boot that I've been wearing that my doctor prescribed. And there's Bella. She's probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. Really, I think she's waiting for me to lay back in the chair so that I will hold her and she can sit in my lap. But this is the boot. If I had to do it over again, see that little white thing right there? This is the one that you have to air up. It comes with a little, it's an air cast. And it comes with this little thing to air it up. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Did I mention I didn't like it? Okay. The reason I don't like them, they give good support, is I'd rather have the one that's built in with the air cell in it, because this one ends up moving around. You get ready to take your boot off and see this thing's all moved and that's moved and you can't reach it. And sometimes the worst thing is, see how that one's out of socket? Well, sometimes you don't even realize that. You get your boot all on and strapped up and put it on, and you can't get to the little air hole. Right there, that little white thing, that's where you stick the end of that pump in. That's also how you deflate it. But yeah, they're kind of a pain. If I wouldn't have already bought that one, I would probably buy one that came with it already. Or you just, it has a little pump here. You'll just pump that little bulb and that will pump up your boot. So that's my next step next time. And that is what the boot looks like on my foot. This little piece here is gray. I took an old shirt, well, it was actually an old nightgown, cut a couple of oval pieces and left one end open and sewed it together so it doesn't look so awful. There's my Bella. But that's what it looks like. Support holes, because I'm old and you've seen how big my veins were. But that helps. But I do want to kind of walk you through a few things. Hi guys, I wanted to show you the iWalk 2.0 that I was going to be using, because I told you I was going to do that. We do live in Texas, so you don't ever know. It is January. You don't know if it's hot or cold, so you know, long sleeve shorts, that's kind of a thing. Real easy to strap on. I've been practicing. Put this on. There's a little tag here. Pull that to tighten it up. Grab your next one. Slide it on that little latch. Take your tab and tighten it. And your last one. That on, grab your latch, tighten it, then you're free to walk around, do whatever, hands free. To practice, they say, you know, not to look down, blah, blah, blah. I just cooked supper, you know. That way I had other things I had to do and not pay attention to this. So it is pretty easy. I've tried in and out of the shower. I've tried up and down the stairs, so I think I got it. But I just wanted to show you this. To release it, there's a little gray lever here. You pull that, that loosens it. So you can unloose those levers. Pull that, that. And then you're done. So I am excited about using this because remember I said about the story packs that I was on. I ended up having messed with my tendons. I ended up having a dislocated thumb. That hurt. With all those steroid packs, made the tendons weak, and I didn't think crutches or the scooter was going to work, so I got one of these, and I think this is going to work great. But I'll let you know after surgery.